I was sitting with a broker the other day and we were talking about like he was like, what do you feel like I should be focused on? If you were to start over again based on your success and what you've achieved, what would I start? What would you suggest I start with? And I told him, number one thing, learn how to raise capital. Right? Looking back on my career, if I had to pick, like, how do you become a millionaire in your 30s? The number one thing that I would say now, looking back, is I wouldn't be focused on so much on the real estate part, being a deal finder, somebody who goes off and finds the deals and brings them to the money. I would be focusing on being the guy that is connected to the capital. Very important. That is how you become a millionaire in your 30s. Everyone thinks it's the other way because it's sexy. You'd be like, hey, I got this deal, take a look. And then you're running around. But what you don't understand is you're going to run around, you're going to kiss a lot of frogs with a lot of people with money because you're a person with a deal. And here's how this works. This is what it's taken me years to learn this. So I want to help you guys. If you're 27, 37, 47, 67, whatever, if you switch the polarity and you just take a look at everything unbiased and you go, who really makes the money? The people with money in the game make the money in the game. They write the rules, they write the checks. That's how it works. So if you're getting started, like for me, I'm getting started in it. I've always raised money, but I've always been the guy that has the deal, noose around his neck. Now I got to go raise the money. I didn't realize that my network of people with money to partner with was the most valuable part of the business. It wasn't the deal. Even if people tell you it's the deal, I say it's the deal. That is the most important part of somebody having something to invest in. But if you're going to get started, I can tell you the number one thing you should probably start on is building a network of people who have money, high net worth individuals, people who have small businesses, professionals, doctors, chiropractors. That should be your network of people that you associate with the whole time. It's not going to be your friends and family and the people that already know you, like you, trust you. It's going to be someone who doesn't know you yet that you can figure out what it is you can provide for them that helps them solve a money problem. All right. So number one thing you have to do if you're going to do this is number one, you need to pick a target. Are you going to become a millionaire before a certain age or $1 million for your target? Right now we got a target. How do you do that? What is the vehicle you're going to use to do that? Number one thing that I tell people is you need to get really good at raising capital, which means what? You got to be really great at sales. Raising money, raising capital is a sales game. No matter what they tell you, raising just means sales. That means you have to communicate with somebody. You got to talk to them about money, talk to them about investments, find out what it is that they need and want. What are their problems that they're trying to solve? Do they have a tax problem? Do they have a time problem? Um, do they have a tax issue that's coming up here soon? Do they love real estate? If you're going to be in real estate, do they love the other businesses? Do they like private equity? Do they like stocks, mutual funds, bonds, Bitcoin, whatever? The point here is you have to connect with people about money, right? Money. All those things I just described to you have everything to do with multiplying money or multiplying capital. Like you have to learn how to communicate with them about money. People with money love to talk about money. They don't complain about money. They don't complain about price. They don't complain about anything else other than how do I make more money? What can I invest money in? And if you become a resource for them, then you will always be that. So I spent my time finding the deal. So I was more connected to brokers, debt people, sellers, motivated sellers, other people looking for deals. My network was the reverse network. And then I had to go off and find the money, but then it was like I spent too much time with this other group. So if I could start all over again, which is what I'm doing now, I'm spending more time with the people with capital that I can finally provide a service to, as opposed to just my peers, right? So that's number one. So number one, commit to the money, commit to the vehicle. What do you want to do? Are you going to be in real estate to make your million to become a millionaire? Great. Now the skill you had to learn is to go raise capital, which is a sales job, a communication job. It's a networking job, which leads me to the third thing. You have to join a network. If you're not going to be in a network full of people who, number one, they have the money, number two, they want what you have to offer, and number three, they can contribute to what you're doing. There's a lot of people who want to invest in real estate, but they have no money, right? So they can't really contribute to what you're trying to do if you're trying to build this $1 million net worth or make $1 million by buying and selling real estate if that's what you want to do. So you have to really choose your network wisely. It's kind of like saying choose your friends, right? So you don't want a friend who gets you in trouble all the time, or you don't want a friend who every time you have a friend, they have a problem. They're breaking up with their girlfriend or their boyfriend. They got fired from a job. They're getting in trouble. Could you pick me up out of jail? Like that's not a good friend. right? There needs to be a gray area with the people you associate with. And if you're dealing with people who are successful, who are growing, they want you around, they're willing to share with you their information, their knowledge, how they do stuff, and they're willing to invest money with you, that's a better network. Right. That's what we're doing at Bell Capital. We're putting together a passive investor network. This is all people who are limited partners or passive investors. They have small business owners, they're professionals, doctors, chiropractors, dentists, engineers, like technical people, like executives, all people who are successful and they're willing to share, but they're interested in investing in real estate. They have money, they just don't have the time. They have a challenge. They want tax strategies. They want cash flow. They want appreciation. Like that's the network you need to be a part of if you're going to be somebody who raises capital, like I said. And you're only going to be doing this because raising capital is a very serious thing, right? You're going to be responsible for somebody else's investments, livelihood, right? You have to already know why you're doing what you're doing. So if you want to become a millionaire, you're going to use real estate as a vehicle to do it. And you're wondering, dude, where do I get started? It's not go find the deals first. It's go find the network first of the people who can contribute to the vehicle that you're going to be focused on, which is investing in real estate. All right. And I was telling him that may be a little bit confusing, but I'll break it back down. Number one, if you want to be a millionaire, where should you get started? Number one, you're going to have to pick the millionaire status, net worth. You're going to do that. You're going to work your ass off. You're going to go find people that you can help that can contribute to that goal. If you don't have the money, or if you have a portion of that money, you're going to have to go find what? Investors, which means you're going to have to do what? Get really great at talking to people with money, which is raising capital, finding partners, figuring out what they want, and bringing the deals to them. That's an easier job to do because the person with money can pick up the phone and go, hey, what deals do you have? That's different as opposed to like sourcing a deal, running around, and then all of a sudden, once you have the deal, you got a noose around your neck. Now you got to go find the money. You're just putting it in the reverse way, right? It's like pre-selling. Okay. And then last but not least, you have to join a network of people that can support that goal. You're not going to go there and be like, I'm trying to become a millionaire and I want you to help me by being my investor. You can say that. But again, we go right back to being a good salesman. If you're going to sell that, they need to hear why it's a benefit to them to even be a part of that, right? Which is why I said you got to learn how to communicate with high net worth people, with people that you're looking to partner with and raise capital with. So, like I was telling my guy, I was just like, if you got really good at that, you're already connected to these people. Get great at offering them an opportunity. How can we partner together? What is it that we can do? What if I find a good deal? Would you guys be interested in partnering with me and add them to your VIP list in your phone so you can pick up the phone and call and say, hey man, I got a deal. This is a screaming deal. I already understand how to get the debt, how to get the financing. We're just looking for partners. Would you be interested in this deal? Or do you see something in this deal that I'm missing as an investor, as a as an equity investor, not the debt side, right? That's such a valuable. If somebody taught me that, I learned it. I did it because I had to go find the deals. Then I had to go find the money, right? But had somebody go, dude, don't worry about the deals. Go talk to people with money first. Tell them what you're looking for and if they're willing to partner, and then go find it after, right? It's like people who pre-sell. What's that called? Like if you sell condos. Like let's say you build a building, you're going to sell all the units as condos. You don't build the building first and then go market the condos to sell. You put up a picture and you go, hey guys, look at this picture. I'm going to build these. These are what the units are going to look like. Do you guys want to take a deposit on a condo and you pre-sell them? The same thing with talking to an investor. Hey guys, here's what I'm going to do. Do you want to be a partner in this deal when I get one? Are you interested in investing? Like I just gave you guys like that, the way that could be done if you want to do that. But you can't do that if you're not in a network of people to do it. You can't go to people who one, have no money. Two, if they do have money, they won't give it to you. That's a problem, right? So like I was telling him and like I'm telling you guys, take your time and spend your time learning how to communicate with high net worth people. Don't worry about a bunch of extra stuff right now. Don't worry about how you're going to do it. Just get it in your head. I'm going to become a millionaire. That's first. I'm going to learn how to talk to people about raising money and partnering with me and figuring out what they want and need and making sure the deals that I have provide that. And then last but not least, I'm going to go build or join a network. It's first, it's faster to join a network than to build your own. Trust me, I know. I've had to either join a network or build a network. And when you join a network, you have to have something to contribute to that network, right? So if you're going to build your own network like we are at the Passive Investor Network, like I'm going to be vetting the quality people coming in because they're going to be people who, one, they want to passively invest, two, they want to invest with great people, and three, they got great attitudes and love what they're doing. So they're not looking to screw people over. Like we're not looking to do that. So if you're wondering about that, if you're a young tycoon, you're in that 27 to 37 to 47 years old, and you want to become a millionaire and you're trying to get your start in real estate, let me tell you where to start. Don't worry about the deal first. Even though the deal is the most important when you're doing a passive investor, I want to show you the deal. But if you're just starting from zero, you know nothing. You're crossing over, you got a little business, you want to get involved in this. The biggest thing you can do is you can build up your private investor or your capital partners or your partner network and then start going after the deals and you start collaborating with your partners because they are your partners 100%. Everything you do will be to protect your investors in this game, right? That's what we do. I've been doing that for years. I always make sure that that is the number one goal of everything that I do when I'm talking to somebody is I'm doing the right thing for my investors. And because it's good for them, it's good for me because that's how this is supposed to work. So I hope this helps you guys. But if you're a young tycoon, you're getting started and you're wondering where to start, I talk about it all the time. Yes, you can learn the deals or the 100,000 things to learn about multifamily real estate, but technically they're all the same thing. Same formulas. You can use your formula in America. You can use it in Europe. You can use it in Asia. You can use it in Japan. You can use it in China. All the real estate's the same. But what is not the same is the people that's involved with it, if they're your equity partners or your debt partners or your sponsors. A sponsor is just somebody who's going to sign on a loan if you don't have the credibility or the real estate schedule that you're going to need to get the debt. So that's important to know that if you want to become a millionaire, because a lot of people jump into real estate and they're like, oh, I'm going to fix and flip. I'm going to do this. And then they lose their ass and they think this business doesn't work. But this business does work if you do it the right way. All right. And I'm telling you how to do it the right way. If I was starting over and I was 30 years old and I wanted to become a millionaire in real estate, I'd go learn how to raise money first. Very first thing I learned, I would talk to people. I would have people bring me under their wing. I would join a network of successful people who have money, and I would let them coach me by telling me what they would invest in. And then I would just focus on getting those deals based on that opportunity. All right. So I hope this helps you guys. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you want to learn and or see in Young Tycoons. And if this helps you, man, I wish I had somebody tell me this when I was 30 years old, 27 years old, 25, hell, even 18. If I was 18 years old, man, and somebody told me this, go learn how to raise money, I probably would have got a job at some hedge fund or private equity firm or some financial services company. I wouldn't have joined the military. I wouldn't have done any of the shit I did. I would have jumped straight in. So I got the exposure of sitting in on conversations of listening people raise 50 million, 100 million, 200 million, billion-dollar transactions. I would have just started over because my exposure to raising capital and being around that network of people and that level of communication would have trumped everything else for me because I would have known where I was going. But that's what it takes, man. Hindsight 2020. But anyways, let me know if this helps. I'll see you guys soon. Let's get after it and boom.